Okay, so Thor: The Dark World stars Chris Hemsworth, Tom Hiddleston, Anthony Hopkins, Natalie Portman, and just big cast of characters.
Definitely. Thor 2 is about Thor and his brother Loki and a bunch of other stuff. But mainly it's just about fighting dudes in space, into then galactic portals. It's just about fighting.
Yeah. So how does it hold up to the first film and also the Avengers?
Well, we'll find out in this week's episode of The Pop Cult!
Heads up, it was better than Iron Man 3.
Yes. Well, I mean, like, I did feel like it just captured that Marvel feel, especially how Thor is focusing on the space.
Yeah, it was definitely heading like where it's going. With Guardians.
Yes,
And then, you know, Thanos, whatnot.
Yeah, exactly. I did really enjoy how it was just like space, and I think that the one key feature that Iron Man was like really missing out on was because it didn't swerve towards magic. It swerved towards reality. It could have
with Mandarin, but no.
No. Apparently Shane Black didn't want that, whatever.
But yeah, like we're like introduced to some of the other realms of the 9 realms. Not all of them, but a few of them.
Which was a very good idea because we were only introduced to 3 things.
Yeah.
Very bland.
Yeah.
I mean, like, yes, there's Ice Planet,
cool
planet, and Earth.
Some Earth-looking another planet.
Yeah,
and then
where everyone's like utopian Earth place, and it was just like okay. It was just one of the like Thor 1 was just one of those movies where it was just like okay.
It was definitely a setup.
I understand what's going on. It's fine.
Yeah. It was setting up. You know, he has to like redeem himself.
Yeah.
But this one gets down to the brass tacks. It's like war and shit.
Yeah, I really loved how.
It's like post-Avengers, no more fucking around.
Yeah, no, he's like, I know what I am now. I was like, that's good. It took a movie to get that far, but you know, we're getting into it. Yeah, and I really loved how much, like, just more character time. I mean, like, obviously there's going to be more character time in the sequel when everyone's been introduced in the first one. But I just felt that everyone in this movie, like, even if they didn't have a lot to put in, they just had a lot of fun, feel to it. Like, I just thought it was really good. What about you?
So we've talked about what we loved, but let's talk about what we hated, what we disliked.
Alright.
I'll go first.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so like, we're talking about how there was a lot of emphasis on like the characters that we saw in the first film that weren't very present in the first film. But like, there's also like not that much. There's a bit more, it's not that much.
Yeah.
Just like, for example, that Asian warrior. You see him in the start, and then you see him at the end, and that's it.
Although at least they like say where he is, unlike the first one where it was just like, where's Thor? Why can't we do?
And the main villain, the Malekith. Not that much character emphasis on his motives.
Yeah, no.
Like, I guess like he just hated everything.
Yeah.
And it's just, I want to destroy everything.
Yeah, it's like, that's not an evil guy. That's an angst teenager that's had too many Snickers bars for breakfast.
The thing is, the actor is wearing so much makeup. You can't even like really tell, like...
Yeah, true, but...
It's like what I'm getting at is like, he doesn't really have like a personality. It's just a big pile of makeup.
Yeah. Although the makeup was done very, very well.
Oh yeah, it's not bad. It's just like...
I did enjoy that. Also, I don't want to swerve off of the bad into the good, but I kind of have mixed feelings about it. There's like the sad moment in the film. You know, I did feel kind of for that, like that certain character, but
it's funny because like
it was just a little bit like, here's a motive.
It was funny because in that scene, I was more worried about, like, not worried, but more impressed by the visuals of the scene. I was like, this is really visually awesome right now. I couldn't give a shit about the story.
I love it when we were watching like this grand Viking funeral.
Yes.
And then like the first thing that comes into like first thing comes up was you saying, "Man, Game of Thrones did that as well."
Yeah, it's funny because
yeah,
the director Alan Taylor has directed for Game of Thrones a couple episodes, and it was like straight out.
Yeah, it was like.
We're like, oh, it's kind of weird.
But I mean, like, on the lighter side, there was a lot of light humor.
Oh yeah, like.
In this movie.
Oh yeah, like all the Marvel, they have the comedy elements to them.
Oh,
right?
of course, yeah.
But like, you know, shadowing a very serious story.
Yeah.
Of course. But like, I think this is like might be like funnier than the Avengers, maybe.
Yes.
Funnier than Iron Man 3. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
And it's like it's kind of weird because you're like a Thor movie that's funny.
Yeah. No. Which is weird because in Iron Man 3, everything about it was like, oh, whoa, he's angry, he's mad, everything's personal. In this, it's just like things are really like visually disturbing.
It's funny because like things are even worse.
Yeah.
But like it's funny.
Yeah. Like,
and it was weird because like I'm not gonna go into it, but there was like more connection to the Avengers than like Iron Man 3. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, definitely.
It's kind of weird, and then it's like, but it's in space.
Yeah,
so it's like what?
I did feel that it totally did like connect with the Avengers rather than Iron Man 3. Iron Man 3, I think it was just trying to be like,
reference.
I think it was trying to be its own thing. It was like, we'll reference it just for the appeal, but I think it's its own thing. Yeah. But I think Thor is just like, we know our target audience. Who the hell wants to go see a Thor movie except for like women who want the D. And I just thought, I was like, yeah, you know what? I know what it's trying to be, and I'm proud of it.
It's a good time. That's all it is.
So all that said and done, what would you give it?
Okay, so it's probably the most funniest Marvel Cinematic Universe film. Give it that. It's also probably the most visually stunning.
Yeah.
Good characters. I really love the mythology of Thor.
Oh yeah,
you know, it's cool, and like how they're introducing the whole space element and going into the Guardians of the Galaxy territory.
Oh,
it's getting good.
Yes, no. I was like.
Yeah, it's getting good. Yeah. And then like we know the Guardians is coming now. We definitely know. When you see it, you'll know.
Yeah. Well.
All that said and done, I think I'm gonna give it a 7 out of 10.
Yeah, that's totally understandable. I had a great time with this movie. I love it how it knows what it's trying to be. You know, it's just like, yeah, we're just giving you this, and then it's like, yeah, alright, it's literally eye porn.
It really is.
It's just like, wow, look at all this, and it's like, wow. So you just go in for the shock and awe value, including Chris Hemsworth's luscious chest. So I mean, I think I'm going to give this probably 8 Thor's chests out of 10.
Fair enough.
8 out of 10. So
fair enough.
And so there we go. The new Thor movie, which should hit cinemas
November 8th.
8th. There we go. Man, we got to see it early, so woo! You mad?
You're mad.
You're mad.
You're mad. Ooh, that post-credit scene. Ooh. Just a PSA, public service announcement. There's 2 post-credit scenes, so stay until the end, guys.
Like the Avengers. It's like the Avengers.
And they're both worthwhile too.
Yeah, no, they're definitely worthwhile. So definitely stay after the credit scene. And as soon as everyone leaves, just laugh at them.
Stay for the credits.